Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Brave Enough to Talk podcast. I'm your host, Cousin Marcus, and today I want to talk about something that's kind of funny until it's not. That moment after a breakup that every guy starts to go to the gym and becomes, power lifters all of a sudden, where working out is the main focus. We've all seen it. Some of us have lived it. Um, you get your heart broken, boom, in the gym, lifting to like it's your full-time job to your heart's content. But underneath that, there's something real that's happening, you know. And today I want to talk about exercise, food, and structure can be a lifeline when your mental health is on the ropes. Whether it's a breakup or just trying to get back to yourself, your body can help heal your mind. And I wholeheartedly believe that. You know, when I'm not exercising, I don't know, I start to feel, you know, um, a shell of myself, um, per se, but when I'm in the gym, I feel, or not even just in the gym, when I'm active, when I'm riding a bike, just being more outside and active and kind of getting outside of your own head, you feel more productive. It's kind of like that saying when you hear some older people tell you, when you look good, you feel good. And it's true. When you work on yourself, you work on your health and your wellness, it affects how you feel. And I wholeheartedly believe that. And I want to start with this breakups and gym phase because it's way too common. If you scroll anywhere on social media, you see it all the time. You see it all the time. You'll see a situation where somebody's talking about a breakup, and then they're in the gym, and everybody in the comments is like, "Welcome to the gym, brother. I'll see you in the morning for for leg day or something like that." But for a lot of us, we don't go to therapy after a breakup. We go to the gym. Gym is the therapy. And while people joke about the revenge body, the truth is there's something deeper going on. Um, After a breakup or any big emotional shift, we want to feel in control again, in control of your emotions, because you let somebody else control how you felt. Um, our emotions are all over the place. Our identity might feel shaken, and the gym becomes a structured space where you can just do something. It's not about looking good for an ex. I mean, maybe it is. Sometimes it is. Sometimes you just want to make somebody jealous. You know what I mean? I get it. I get it. I get it. But it's about proving to yourself that you're still standing. You know what I mean? That they didn't knock you off your game. That wasn't the end. That you can push and power through this. Um, you start feeling better. You start eating better. You're moving more. You're keeping a routine, and whether you realize it or not, you're rebuilding your self worth brick by brick, weight by weight, lift by lift, mile by mile, whatever it is you're doing, you're rebuilding your self worth one rep at a time. And that's not weakness, that's resilience. And how exercise helps your mind, let's talk about what's actually happening in your body. Exercise isn't just about muscle, it's medicine. Every time you move, your brain releases endorphins. I mean, I don't know about you, but I feel it. I definitely feel it when I'm in the gym and the blood's pumping, the energy's there. I don't know what it is. Like I feel a certain level of confidence that I feel like I can lift the world. I feel like I can take on anything. And the gym helps with that. It helps with your self confidence, your self worth, and what you feel about yourself. Um, and like I said, your brain releases endorphins, which are natural mood boosters. Like I said, you feel the confidence. You literally feel it. Try it out if you have it. But I'm sure we all have. You also get an increase in dopamine and serotonin, which helps with motivation, mood regulation, and clarity. But beyond brain chemistry, there's confidence. That confidence is sky high. You look good, you feel good, and everybody else starts to notice it. Every time you hit a small goal, whether it's finishing a set or just showing up, you're rebuilding the belief you have within yourself. And that's big. And when you're dealing with depression, heartbreak, or PTSD, even small wins matter. And I was looking at a video recently where a guy was talking about he was going through something and life was just, kicking him down, kicking him down, kicking him down. And he went to a fast food restaurant and he wanted his burger a certain way and this, that, and the third. And he had like some, special requests when it came to the for the burger. And they didn't do it. And he went back inside. He was like, man, look, could you please, this is life has just been kicking me in the butt, man. I just needed this W. I just needed this one W for the day. Sometimes small wins make a huge difference when you're going through stuff. You just need a small win that can just kind of shift the way the rest of your week or the rest of your day or the rest of your month is going. Especially when it seems like everything's just beating you down. You just need a small W. That's it. You know what I mean? Whether it's, every train on the subway arrived on time with no delays, or when you aren't driving on your way to work, all your favorite songs started playing on the radio. Every light was green. You didn't catch any red lights. Small things like that can drastically change your mood and your outlook for the rest of the day. That stuff is huge. You know what I mean? And that's not something to overlook. And like I said with the sandwich, food can be a big factor in the way your mood is when you're trying to pursue this healthy lifestyle that can help change and boost your mood and your feelings. Now let's talk about something a lot of men overlook: what you eat. A lot of people overlook that what you eat. What you eat is big. Arnold Schwarzenegger and a lot of these other bodybuilders and some of these other people that you see and you look up to, they cared about what they consumed, what they put in their bodies. I don't know about you, but when I eat fast food, I feel it. It feels bad internally. You know what I mean? I feel worse than what I did before, especially when I'm in a bad mood. And the first thing I do is get like, I don't know, a burger from Burger King or something. And after that, I'm kind of like, I didn't really want that. That didn't really do nothing for me. I don't really feel better. And, but I hate to say it, if I ate something healthier like a salad, maybe a pasta, um, or maybe a shake, I don't know, anything, man, some fruits or whatever. And after that, I kind of feel a little bit better. You know what I mean? It didn't completely change my life, but it put my mood in the right direction. You know what I mean? So I can keep building on that. And when I say food affects your mood, I mean it literally. The gut and the brain are connected. If your gut's inflamed, your mind will feel off. If you're eating trash 24/7, it's going to show up in your energy, your focus, and your mood, just like that. And listen, I'm not saying go keto or, start counting macros because trust me, I don't do any of that. I'm not saying you need to be a Shaolin monk where you got to go into seclusion and only eat certain meals a day at certain times and certain periods. And, I'm not saying any of that. All I'm saying is drink more water, eat real food, and cut down on the sugar and alcohol. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I like a good beer with the fellas at a bar watching a game. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is with every meal you knocking down two bottles or two cans, you know what I mean? That that doesn't help. That doesn't help, you know what I mean? If you want to start feeling better, you have to take care of yourself on the inside. You got to do the small things. Watch what you eat. Watch what you consume, because it makes a big difference on the rest of your week and the rest of your day. You don't need to be. It doesn't need to be a perfect diet. It just needs to be a better one than the one that's keeping you stuck. You know what I mean? And also moving a lot, staying active. Like I said, riding a bike, going outside, whether you're dancing, anything, man. Just getting off the couch. And sometimes I know that's hard. I know it's hard getting off the couch, especially you have a long day or just life just kind of kicking you in the butt. You're just going to get comfortable on that on the couch and sit in that corner and just don't move. Turn on like some TV, ESPN. I don't know what people are watching anymore because I don't have cable. I don't do cable anymore. But just anything that you used to watching, Kind of switch it up a little bit. Go outside, take a walk in the park. I know it's hot. Don't get me wrong, I know it's hot. Take a walk, you know what I mean? Because here's the truth. You can't always talk your way out of a dark place. You can't. Sometimes your body has to lead your mind. It's true. When you feel stuck, anxious, or heartbroken, moving your body gets the energy flowing again. It tells your nervous system, hey, we're safe. Go for a walk. It's not about punishing yourself, it's about choosing yourself. So be more active, whether it's lifting, walking, boxing, swimming. Move your body, and you'll feel your mind slowly come back online. Whether I mean, maybe you just play some music in your place and just start dancing. Practicing bachata, trying to impress the next girl. I don't know, but come up with something to kind of get yourself out of the mood. And the type of music you listen to is a big determining factor of how you feel. When you come out of a breakup and you're playing a lot of slow, depressing music, you're gonna stay in the same place, man. But if you're playing something super positive, active, that makes you feel like, man, today was a good day by Ice Cube. You know what I mean? Something, I don't know, anything that makes you feel more positive and upbeat, I say go for it. Try to stay away from the stuff and I get it. Don't get me wrong. Some of the slow stuff works, but the weekend isn't going to get you out of a breakup, man. The weekend, I mean, some people it might, but the weekend doesn't motivate me in the gym when I'm in a bad mood or if I'm in a sad mood. I need something that with a lot of rhythm to it, with a lot of, high intensity, something that gets something that's provocative, gets the people going. You know what I mean? You have to stay active in mind and spirit. So the music, the type of music that you listen to, the things that you intake, all affect the way you feel. You know, um, and honestly, here's a quick recovery stack that you can use. You can pick one movement habit. Whether it's like walking, yoga, the gym, anything that you can think of, anything that's movement based. Pick one. Drink water like it's a prescription. You know what's really good? And I'm not telling you get one of those 5 gallon jugs with the water thing, but try to drink a bottle or two a day. Because a lot of people, you'd be surprised how much water people do not intake. And when you start drinking water, how much of a difference it makes in your life and how you're feeling with your mood. And don't get me wrong, I like fruit juices, I like beer, I like all those things too, but water will literally change your mood, man. It'll change how you feel. You start to feel better. Um, get one real meal per day. Cut out the fast food. I know everybody doesn't know how to cook. I get it. But there's simple things that you can do. Get a rotisserie chicken from your local supermarket, man. Those things last a long time. I used to do that when I was in college. When I was too lazy to cook or I had to work too much, I would get a rotisserie chicken, chop that thing up, make some rice. Man, that lasted me all week. And it was healthy. It was good. It was chicken. It was good. It was good meals, you know what I mean? It wasn't processed stuff that I was getting, fast foods, the frozen dinners. Nah, man, stay away from that. Get some fruits. Get some fruits. Go to the local fruit stand. I'm pretty sure there's somebody selling fruits in your neighborhood on the corner. Get some fruits, man. Split that up. Put your phone down an hour before bed. Stop falling asleep with your phone in your hand. I do it. I'm guilty of it. I get it. TikTok is addictive, man. You see some of those funny videos like nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. I mean, that's funny. It's hilarious. But at the same time, it's not good for you. You know what I mean? Because especially when you're in like a depressive mood and all you're seeing is stuff that kind of matches your mood and reinforces that, man, that's a killer. The best thing you can do is, try to search for some positive stuff, but put a limit on it. Don't spend so much time doing it because it's not healthy. It's not good for you. You know what I mean? It keeps you sitting in the same place when you should be outside. Should be doing something, being active to keep your mood going in a positive direction. Um, and sometimes maybe write some stuff down. I know it sounds corny. I know it sounds like something out of a Disney movie, but if you took a minute and kind of logged your thoughts in a journal or wrote them down, maybe like a voice memo or something like that, once a week, just to kind of update your progress, just to have a visualization on where you're going, or just kind of hearing where you're going and how much you're progressing. It's very easy to lose track of progress, but when you are doing good and when you are doing well, but if you wrote it down and maybe or left some voice notes, you can, kind of track and monitor your progress. Like, oh man, this time last year I was in the dumps, but now look at me now. Look at how I sound before, my tone of voice a year ago, 6 months ago, 3 months ago, last week compared to today. After making these small changes in my life, I drank more water. I started working out more. I ate healthier. Started dancing on the weekends. I don't know who's to say. I mean, join a run club. People doing that now. That's very popular. Joining run clubs. Get with like-minded people who are interested in progressing themselves, altering their mood for the better. You know, you are who you surround yourself with. So surround yourself with motivated people. That'll motivate you. And then see the difference it makes in your life. And honestly, you don't need a 20-step plan. You don't need to go spend all this money for this, that, and the third. You only need to do one or two things consistently and just to feel good about yourself again. That's it. Even if you started small, eat a little bit better and drink some water. Or drink some water and, listen to more positive music. Dance a little bit, even if it's in your living room. You don't have to know how to dance to feel the rhythm. And I saw something about that this week where people saying people don't dance anymore because they're ashamed of what the outside world of being recorded. So what? So what? Just dance. I think that's the problem. A lot of people are ashamed of dancing. You shouldn't. You shouldn't be ashamed to, feelings, emotions, what you feel. You hear some music, it feels good. Dance. Who cares, man? You got to start living life for you, and that'll be your biggest, improvement. Just living for yourself, and you see what it does for you, man. And honestly, I know breakups hurt. I know depression weighs heavy on people. It happens to me. Like I said, I actively go to therapy, so I know what it's like. I know PTSD can convince you to shut down, and but your body's still here. Your body's still here, and it can help you guide you. It can help guide your mind back home, just like that. Taking care of yourself doesn't have to look perfect. It just has to look like this. You need to. I'm going to show up for myself today, even if it's a little bit. That's enough. That's healing. You know, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't. It's baby steps. Baby steps lead to leaps and bounds. Start small. Start anywhere. Just start. Just start. Um, if you've ever used the gym or fitness to heal after something heavy, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment, message me, share this with somebody who might need it, somebody you know who's going through it right now. I promise you, you know someone that's going through it right now. Give them some advice. Be there for them. Tell them some of the same things that I'm saying. Maybe just send them the video, send them the podcast, send them the audio. Because you're not alone, you're not weak, you're not alone, and you're not weak for hurting. Just focus on what's next. What's the next step? One step at a time. Improve yourself. And that's how you get better. So I hope, this was helpful. And like I said before, and like I said again, this is a podcast that's geared towards men. It's not exclusive to men, but if anybody can find anything useful from this podcast, please, 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 I hope I can help. Use it. And this is Cousin Marcus from the Brave Enough to Talk podcast. I'll see you next time. Same bad time, same bad channel. A lot of people might not even get that. I feel like this. I'm unk now, I'm 35, so anybody older than me like, I don't think anybody younger will. I'm talking too much. I'm talking too much.